Welcome back to Easy Spirit 101. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Let's do one more Divine Collective reading, even though I might have to keep this one a little short. Let's see what's going on. What does Divine Collective need to know? Definitely something going on with someone feels trapped in some sort of relationship that they know is not meant for them. But the solution for how they get out of this relationship, that whoever you are, you're really focused on, like, that's the solution, that's how I'm going to get out of this. Or maybe just you're worried about a certain aspect of something. Something's not what you see. Something's not as it seems in this situation. Just as I say that, I open up to the Two of Swords. Something is not as it seems in a situation, and you're being tested. You're being spiritually tested through this situation. For you, if you do something specific or take a specific divine action or guidance that you're receiving, something you're being asked to do by God, by your angels, by your loving ancestors, is going to show you the actual answer and solution. Someone here is focused on the wrong answer and solution to a challenge you're going through. And that has become the challenge between, say, you and God. Because now it's what you're going through actually is related to a major part of someone in Divine Collective gaining wisdom, gaining soul growth, going through a major spiritual lesson, specifically when it comes to releasing some sort of karmic cycle that's not serving you. Yeah, I feel like this is the confusion or or someone here was dealing with conflicting energy when it came to themselves. Maybe you're someone who, maybe part of your soul lesson, it seems like you find yourself in a lot of conflict when it comes to your passion, specifically in relationships, right? I'm kind of getting someone who's fairly grounded. Yeah, Four of Wands. Someone who's fairly grounded and stable in their work and financial life. But you seem, maybe you have a pattern of relationships getting you in trouble, or your passions, your excitement, or who you're attracted to turns into some sort of conflicting issue or energy that actually takes away or distracts you from the good progress you have going on elsewhere in your life. Someone here, I really literally get that you want to run away. You want to run away from the situation that you're in. I'm also getting here maybe someone, I really feel someone here feels powerless in what you're going through. You feel trapped in a connection or a relationship, a situation with another individual. Please excuse the background noise. It's that time of day. I really feel it's coming through like someone here made like a night of passion. Someone here feels like a night of passion got themselves in a pickle, in a bind. Yeah, Seven of Wands, you feel like you need to defend yourself. Or maybe you feel like you have been needing to defend yourself for quite a while at this point. I'm getting significant months of May and July. You might have once upon a time thought this person was going to be wish fulfillment, or someone thought you were their wish fulfillment, and that just made things get more intense. But really, this was a trap. You feel like you got trapped. And what it is, I'm going to say yes and no, because you're never really trapped. But what it is there was a karmic lesson in here. You were meant to go through this karmic lesson to prepare you for something to come, to prepare you for something better, to learn. There's some sort of major soul level growth for you in this, and it comes to the way you think about your challenge, the way you process your challenge, the way you respond to your challenge, specifically by not like constantly thinking about it or overthinking it. And also as well, it's coming through that how you ended up in this situation had something to do with indulging or engaging in something that was not meant for you to begin with. It's not part of your divine path. Confirmation, I open up to Temperance. Someone here is coming out as the King of Cups, or maybe you're becoming enlightened at this time, which is good. That is exactly where you need to be. You know, also strongly getting through, someone might have a strong Cancer placement with the King of Cups and the Chariot. Someone feels like some sort of partner they got involved with or chose. Yeah, really like the devil dangled this person. This person had the appearance of being exactly what they wanted, who they wanted. Unfortunately, there's something going on. I do believe there's like cheating going on in a situation. Maybe someone feels like now they're being, because they got trapped in this karmic lesson or karmic cycle, this person may be being cheated on, or someone was being cheated on here. Justice, yeah. This person feels like they're having justice in reverse. Justice in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse, which is a victory. A victory did not come. Someone might have been promised a victory. Someone might have been promised a victory in this situation. I'm mostly getting to whoever's trapped in this situation. Someone feels like someone is not who or what they seem. Like the illusion that they present, the representation of who they are is not real. They're not really that person. Maybe they're, for instance, someone who, when you met them, maybe they were intoxicated or something and you didn't know that. So you think you're getting this amazing version of this person, and then they ran out of whatever it was. Whatever it is. This is just for example. And now this person's seeing who this person really is in broad daylight. This person may not even look, someone here may not even look the same as they thought they were getting. This because this was a major karmic lesson for someone. And with the Nine of Cups next to the Devil, indulgence was involved, very much so. Excuse me, I'm going to get a drink of water because my throat is getting very dry. This is part of why this happened. Be bold and make the first move. Someone here may be very passive. I feel like someone feels like they were forced into whatever this is. Someone feels like they were shoved or tricked, or someone may even feel like that's what's going on right now. Be assertive. Maybe you feel trapped or tricked into being stuck in this situation. I also feel like for whoever you are, and again, I keep getting strong messages coming up for someone who's a divine masculine, and you don't even have to be a Cancer, but you could be someone who identifies as the King of Cups. Part of the reason why justice is in reverse, you do have justice coming in, but you're not seeing the truth about something yet. That's part of the lesson that you're going through. You don't see the truth about something yet. And also, whoever that reading or messages for assertiveness is very important for someone. I also keep getting something about someone's lips. Something going on with someone's lips. I don't know if that's like a conversation or that's what attracted you to someone. Something going on about someone has very like full lips. And again, there's something coming through for someone in Divine Collective that they feel duped or trapped, maybe even by how someone looked. It could be, for instance, that someone, they were attracted to their lips or something, and like really this person gets a lot of work done. That's been coming through for someone too. Someone may feel duped that they were not, or that they thought someone was like a natural beauty, but really this person has to get work done for their face to confirmation for their face to appear that way. And now this person is like seeing how this person really looks or something. And someone's very upset, very, very upset. Someone is very upset. Work through your fears in reverse. Transformation in reverse. Could also be a karmic Scorpio, or again, a karmic lesson. Someone here may, like, that's where your transformation is connected to Scorpio energy. Scorpio in reverse can be very indulgent or obsessive even. There's something going on with this Knight of Cups to the Devil. So this is what you're looking at here. There's a connection between the lack of assertiveness and the overindulgence, is how someone feels like they lost their justice or lost something, or someone feels trapped in their situation as well. I also feel like someone feels like they can't make a move in a situation, because if they do, someone's gonna like, kind of like the Scorpio energy, like sting them. We also have Pisces coming out too. Lots of water sign energy. So especially with this, like I mentioned in the last reading, with what's going on specifically in this cycle of Mercury retrograde, emotional towers for many of Divine Collective. So confirmation, surrender to the divine. Things are being brought up that are very uncomfortable when it comes to emotions, relationships, maybe tumultuous partnerships, difficult to learn lessons that are stirring things up from the inside out. These are tower moments, can be external or internal. And what I'm getting is a lot of water. This is affecting water signs specifically. That's what I was going to say, that someone here, your South Node energy has something to do with like overindulgence with the Nine of Cups next to the Devil. Someone may feel in fear right now with this fear in reverse. Someone's afraid of how something's going to turn out. Yeah, emotions are running high. Confirmation. This is why a lot of this stuff is being brought up, especially for those of you who maybe you do have a strong water sign placement, and a lot of emotional things have been stuffed or stifled or not thoroughly sorted out yet. They're being brought to the surface now so you can process them and move forward on your journey more confidently. Healing. So as I'm shuffling, certain cards that keep showing up over and over again as I shuffle, I call them out. Interesting. So this flew out, and I'm going to take it because we do have Justice here in the reverse. Now we have Justice here in the upright. Also, you need to stay. I'm telling you, guys, especially divine masculines, especially you have strong water sign placements, or you just come out as the King of Cups. There's a lot coming up for you guys today, is what I'm picking up. And some of you need to understand that this is in, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, because you are divine masculine, sometimes you go through very special lessons just in that particular aspect. Just because, you know, such a noble, the emperor is the leader, okay? The emperor is the leader. An emperor is a leader, so you can go through very kind of challenging, especially those of you who maybe you see 144 a lot. You go through very, very challenging, soul, like gut-wrenching lessons, and that is part of what this is about. That is why justice is out here in the reverse and justice is in the upright, because someone here, you don't realize, or you're being challenged to connect in prayer more, connect to God more often, to make it a habit of how to navigate these challenges. Is you go there first. You go there first. Because some of you, there's an answer and you don't realize it, because you keep being asked to get into prayer or get into meditation so you can receive, so you can, for one, enhance your own intuition, enhance your own third eye through practice, through healing, through intention, all of these things. You're being asked to do something that you're not doing, and someone here doesn't realize that you do really actually have. Someone here, I feel like you're trapped in a relationship. You feel like you can't get over this situation or navigate out of this situation, yet you received thorough confirmation after confirmation that you're receiving or are meant to be in a partnership that is perfectly aligned for you, or even specifically like a divine counterpart. And that is someone's justice. I saw that earlier come out as someone's justice. So what it is you just need to learn this lesson, overcome something here. Let's see, what is this you guys need to do? What does Divine Collective need to do to overcome this karmic lesson? For some of you, you need to recognize what it is, the cycle that it is that got you in this pickle to begin with. And understand that it needs to be nipped in the bud, like permanently. It needs to be a permanent divine transformation. Something that you have engaged or indulged in to get you into this situation is not part of your divine path. But it's as simple, you're not stuck there. And that's part of what you're going to see and what you're going to learn, because there's an element of illusion as well in what's going on. That reveal what needs to be seen. There's more to this situation that you're not seeing yet. Emotions running high. Nothing's yet in stone. Nothing's yet is set in stone, is saying that there's more to this situation than you're thinking. And someone here is getting really overburdened. You're getting very overburdened by how difficult or how challenging, or not seeing the way out. And this is another challenge for you, that you're being guided out of or away from, like handling your problems in that way, learning to stay calm. Yeah, what did I say earlier? Confirmation, Cupid next to justice. I said earlier, someone doesn't realize your justice is that you are getting some sort of divine counterpart or perfectly aligned partnership, which is like someone's dream right now. That's what you dream for. That's what you hope for. So we're going to have a strong Leo placement. Leo's come up quite a bit today as well. strong Leo placement does not just have to mean it's your top 3. It could also be like your Venus sign, your North Node, your, you know, one of the, either one of those, any of those. Yeah, I just saw new partner, perfect timing. So this is part of what your challenge is like, how do you get to that point where you can get the rest of the information that you need to know about that, about what you need to do, how you need to do it. This is, it's funny because I'm like shuffling and nothing wants to come out. That's what someone is going through right now. That's what you're being kind of thrown in the deep end and asked to navigate. Steady progress in reverse. So yeah, you feel like you might be going around in circles. It's because of acceptance. I've got acceptance here on the bottom. It's because you're not accepting the truth, or you don't understand the truth about what you're going through currently. Accept something and then like try to ease or go with the flow. This is what we're talking about. Look for a sign, life purpose. You're being asked to look at something differently or recognize something. There's something here on the other side of this is your wisdom. And when you gain this wisdom is when you connect, when you get this partnership. Leo again, be humble. Being humble might be important for someone. I was picking up a reading earlier, or energy earlier as well, of like a Leo, someone who has a strong Leo placement in the upright, dealing with someone who also has a strong Leo placement who is not in the upright. Like this person's very toxic. This person's doesn't heal, doesn't grow, or they're very comfortable living some sort of like reckless lifestyle. Yeah, that came out in the reverse here. I feel like someone's panicking. And there's order and peace on the bottom. Peace is very important in this position. You're being guided to not panic. That's God's infinite wisdom. You will be guided to do the opposite of what you would naturally do to find the solution to your problem. Is don't panic. You're being asked not to panic. You're being asked to breathe, even though you're sitting in a 10 of Wands situation, which is utmost burden. Confirmation again about you're in this situation to really, really finalize and clear some sort of karmic lesson, karmic cycle that is not for your divine path and not aligned with this new partnership that you prayed for, that's coming in for someone. This is why this is happening, because you having this sitting in your capability, in your soul, was not going to serve you in this new relationship. Cleanse and detoxify. That's what this is about. Nipping these lessons, these karmic cycles in the bud. This is a little bit harsh coming through, but this is kind of, someone has very stern ancestors. And it's because they believe in you. And it's because if you get there, you're going to be so glad that you did. And also, really like no one in your family before has been able to break through some sort of negative cycle. And this is like the most hope they've had yet. The ancestors are very sternly kind of saying, you know, if you're going to ask for help, you know, don't ask us for help. And then kind of, it came through more aggressive than that, but I just translated it into that. Someone's very stern ancestors. I'm not gonna lie, like they're a little on edge about this. It's like, don't ask us for help and then F off, right? Don't sit here and ask us to help you out of your problem and then and then you deliberately screw up again, or you deliberately tune us out, or you act like you don't care. If you're going to get in the game, like, get in the game is coming through for someone. Yeah, open up to change. And that's funny because change in direction is hidden. They say if you want this change, you need to be the change. You have to make this change. You have to release this karmic cycle no matter how uncomfortable you are. And I've picked up two different things for you, divine masculines. Yeah, time to release something here. This doesn't come with you. Two different things for divine masculine. Your karmic cycles have been connected to your getting how you get involved in romantic relationships, even if it means you don't. For instance, someone here who you're like a serial dater or whatever it is, you're non-committal, something like that. Things have come through like that when it comes to attraction or getting sucked into negative relationships through superficial attraction. That's something that's come up for this energy, as well as someone's fixation on utilizing or being worried about finances specifically. Like, you're looking at money and you're looking at finances more than asking God to step into your problem or your issue with finances, or how to utilize some sort of finances, has also come through for someone in Divine Collective. And again, I'm picking up strong divine masculine energy today. Let me get a few more. Lots of things coming out hidden, and it's because someone won't connect here. That's another message that came through. Someone here who's being like too serious, like you're being overly serious. You're being asked to cut it out. Cut it out. Like, just relax. Relax through it. You being overly serious about this challenge is an expression of how you won't let the reins go. You'll pray to God and ask God for help to take this burden off of you. But then you worrying and you being all serious about it and you trying to hang on to, it's you hanging on to control. If you're hanging that far on to control over the situation, you're not allowing God to come in and help assist you, which is that's the point of being in that playful, relaxed energy. Confirmation. That says protection right there. Someone here, it's like you know that you're very protected and you're very connected, but also not utilizing it. You're not standing in it. Root chakra has come out as very important today as well. Confirmation, step up and lead. Like I was saying about being in that emperor energy. And what I will always say to divine masculines, it's a very, very important position to be in. And if you're a masculine or you're a divine masculine and you feel lost on this planet in this world, and maybe you deal with people who don't allow you to show emotions, and you've got the burden of holding that kind of thing in, it's all the more important for you to allow God to lead you. Have somewhere to turn. When you as a masculine feel lost and feel the pressure, feel some sort of pressure, even though it's maybe societal pressure, to get assistance, to be able to ask for help, to be able to say I'm lost or I'm scared or I'm whatever. It's very important for you to be able to connect with God, to help you, to help guide you, and to not think that you have to do it all your own. Final messages for Divine Collective. I'm going to say confirmation. Someone here might be an entrepreneur. I saw this card come out earlier. Or maybe you're being guided to be an entrepreneur. So it either is, yeah, I see creation. Maybe you're being guided to do that. all this came out at once. Creation, creative project, entrepreneur. Someone here is either an entrepreneur or you're being guided to. And that's part of why you need to learn something when it comes to like money and finances. So what else does the Divine Collective need to know, please? Balance, giving and receiving. That includes you being able to receive. That includes you having balanced masculine and feminine energy. Because if you don't know how to receive and you're an entrepreneur, it can make it harder to, you know, get paid or have faith or whatever. If you're not relying on God that it's going to work out, and you don't know how to receive what's meant to come for you because you're all action, balancing giving and receiving is going to be very important for you. Balancing masculine feminine energy is very important for you. Confirmation again about someone needing to get quiet more often, get into prayer more often, turn to God first instead of like balancing your checkbook or something like that. Law of attraction. Law of attraction. You have to let something go to have whatever it is you're desiring in your life. Even if it was that you asked for a certain kind of relationship. You may be going through a major transformation that you didn't expect. And again, that's part of what happens when you start saying, God, please guide me, give me the life that you have for me, or help send me in the right direction. God may send you in a direction you never saw it coming. God may send you in a direction you never expected. Someone here, you have like a humanitarian heart space. You're very loving, you're very empathetic. You really wish to give back in some way. Yeah, we have service and an open heart. You're very, very heartfelt. Again, something about your perfect match. You and this partner that's coming in as justice, you and this person may like have your own business together or something. Final messages, please, for Divine Collective. Confirmation again. And this is because it literally says on here, among the universal laws is free will. Allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we patiently await your request. You have to ask in prayer for the angels to help you with what you're going through. Someone here may not have even asked for help yet. And this is something you're being guided to do as well. Preparing you to be a leader. Preparing you to be divinely guided so you will be a good leader where you're headed. And someone here needs to step up their prayer game. That's funny because like I lost my speech and like I was speaking of Gemini earlier as well. So someone here may be a Gemini, have a strong Gemini placement. One final card, please. Don't forget to get your prayer game going. That's another important card that's come out quite a bit today. Yeah, again, something about someone's finances. Something about someone's finances. This is connected here. Someone, again, as I was saying, someone's major thing they're having to look at or lesson they're having to overcome is you, like I mentioned earlier, grab your checkbook and balance your checkbook or whatever. Even though that's old school, right? You just check your app. But this is part of what this is saying here. Someone feels like the answers. So someone might have a dog, or you, or something about dog is significant. Thinking that the answer to all your problems is the finances, but not making that connection of like, all my finances are God's finances, and inviting Him into that aspect of your life is something that someone may need to look at, or a major karmic cycle or lesson to overcome. I hope you guys got some sort of confirmation or clarity. out of this reading, or you just enjoyed the reading, I will see you again next time.